speaking, but to talk to you about one of the most important people in our lives and a word that hurts.
This is our brother Colton. He's 16 years old, and while we would describe Colton as loving, kind, and funny, he also has Down syndrome. The word that we are here to talk about today is one that is used too often in everyday language. This word causes pain for not only our brother, but also our family and friends. This word is retard, or as we refer to it, the R word. The R word is used often in slang when someone does something stupid or clumsy. Its meaning still hurts many people, whether you intend to or not when using it.
Historically, the R word was used as a medical term to describe people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The meaning of this word has changed over time, and it is now used more commonly as an insult in embarrassing situations or when someone does something they think is stupid. The correct term now used and preferred is intellectual disability. Often, until something affects us each personally, it is difficult to understand. We want to share our story with you today with hope of giving you this understanding of why the R word hurts us and our family. I was 7 when Coly was born. The excitement and anticipation of finally having a sibling was overwhelming. I remember the day I was able to meet my brand new little brother. As I was holding him in my arms, my parents began to tell me that Coly had Down syndrome. As gently and as lovingly as they could, they explained to me that my little brother had a disability. Being so young, I did not understand the medical diagnosis that was described to my brother. I saw him as simply that, my brother, who I would love and look out for the rest of my life. I've never seen Coly as his disability. I see him simply as my brother, who loves movies, Kit Kats, and making us laugh. Coly has taught our family many things, including kindness, love, and happiness. He is our rock. Coly helps us remember every day to be thankful and never take things for granted. He makes us realize the important things in life and puts these into perspective. My brother has without a doubt made me who I am today. As a big sister, all I can hope for is that my siblings will be happy and feel included. Not being able to protect Coly from hurtful words and second glances is one of the most terrifying feelings. The R word is a constant reminder that Coly is different and that society still deems this derogatory term as acceptable. Having people around me, including friends and teachers, use this word never gets easier. It still stings every time I hear it. Our family does not go through a day without hearing this word. Seeing my sister come home crying and not being able to take away the hurt that she's experienced is extremely difficult. If I could give Coly one thing, it would be acceptance. That he would be accepted into society not for his disability, but for who he is as a person. You all have the power to give him this acceptance by removing this word from your vocabulary.
Growing up with Colton gave me the easiest childhood ever. I never fought with him and didn't have an annoying older brother who pushed me around all the time. He was my best friend and we did everything together. When we were 4 and 5 years old, we would pretend we were monsters or play with our dogs and have races on our deck. To me, Colton has always been my older brother that I do everything with and always will be. Being so young and growing up with a brother with Down syndrome, I didn't understand that he was a little bit different from everyone else. I saw Colton as my older brother and only that. As I got older, everything started to change. I noticed the way people stared at us as we were grocery shopping, and that kids started using words that I had no idea what the meaning was. Bullying became more than just stealing school supplies and budging in line. It seemed like everyone all of a sudden got rude and mean. Even being as young as 6 years old, I started to notice this. When I was a kid, I never realized it, but my closest friends would say retard all the time. I thought it was just another word and was totally clueless to the meaning. I remember I was in grade 4 when I finally figured out what it meant. I heard my mom say she hated the word children and had said it. My sister agreed and they talked about it. I sat there wondering why they hated it. A year after that, people in my class were having a conversation on the word after an exchange student asked what it had meant. Someone responded, "It means kids with disabilities," and that caught my attention. They then finished by using my brother as an example, and that's when everything changed. A year after that, people in my class were our groups. I've gone 4 years understanding what the R word means. Within that 4 years, I came home crying more times than I can remember because of the effect it had on me. Every time someone said it, my stomach would drop and I would pretend it didn't bother me. November 2012 is when I decided I couldn't take it any longer. After having the reference week at school yet, I went to bed that Friday night making a plan. I knew I was going to wake up the next morning and finally do something about it, and I did. I made a video to show how I feel. Since then, I rarely get the R word said to my face or in a classroom, and usually when it is said, someone will tell them not to use that word because it is hurtful. Thank you to everyone who has done that. Colton would do anything for me, from comforting me to making me laugh. He loves me so much, and I want to prove how much I love him back, and that's why we're here.
The R word may not be intended to hurt people with disabilities, but it does. The R word is a constant reminder that our brother is different, that no matter what we do or what he does, society does not fully accept him for who he is. It doesn't matter how you say it or why you say it, because no matter what, it still hurts. It hurts us, it hurts our family, and it hurts our friends. Not to mention the other people who may have a cousin, aunt, friend, or someone they love with a disability. You never know who you are hurting when you use words like these. One word can have a huge effect, and by not saying it, it can make a huge difference. You all have the ability to change this. By removing this word from your vocabulary and educating others around you about how hurtful it can be, you can make a difference. Society does not accept derogatory terms like the N-word, and by telling you our story today, we hope that the R word is also one day removed from everyday use.
At a time when we focus so much on anti-bullying, it is important to remember that words are powerful, and this particular word can impact people very negatively. If we impact only a few people today, it'll have been worth it. We hope that by sharing our story, you can relate to us in some way and recognize how this word can hurt. We invite you to spread the word to end the word. There is a board set up today for anyone who would like to sign, and I will be collecting pledges in the glass hallway with friends on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at lunch hour. We will have a giant banner to sign for whoever wants to pledge to end the word.
Thank you so much for your time and listening to our story. We hope that we've been able to impact you.
And we'll have the banner available for right after we're done here. Thank you again, girls. Next up here.